friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of Project Black Sea. Last episode, my friends, is above for you right now to get caught up on should you wish or should you have missed it. Today we're going to get Season 1 finito, done and dusted, over and out. That is what we want to do. I'm going to do a very small season review at the end of the season as well. Probably just going to play the one game of football in today's episode. All will be revealed in a moment. But yeah, that's basically today's episode. That's what we're going to be doing. We're just tying this thing up. I'm just going to show you how it's gone, and then we're going to look forward and talk about next year. Okay, my friends, so in case you haven't seen last episode, we secured the league title. Now, the reason I'm bringing it back for the PFK Dubrovza game is because they're fourth in the table, so it'll be quite an entertaining fixture. But I am led to believe that at the end of this game, win, lose or draw, we will get to lift the trophy, the league title, something we didn't get to see last episode because it happened, as a result of another game, basically, rather than the game we were playing. So hopefully that is what we'll be able to do. We'll be able to watch the ceremony of the trophy being lifted high above the captain's head and celebrate this league title win. Then what we're going to do is I will play the Minor game off cam. We'll then wrap up the season, take a quick look at the squad, who's done what, and then talk about next season and the needs and the wants that we're probably going to have. So yeah, that's basically it, my friends. As far as things are concerned, this is how the league table looks. If we were to win our last two games of the season, we would end on 69 points. It's going to be a bit of a task, though. We're missing a few key players at the moment. Suspensions, injuries, all started to really take their toll. But anyway, let's crack on, shall we, and get into the first game. As you're going to see, Yankov injured, Racine is injured, so two very, very important players are not going to be playing in this one. It's a shame, but it is what it is. But Kamini is going to play in goal. Nikolov, Ivanov on the fullback positions. Petrov and Nikolov centre-back. Borensky, Dimintrov in the midfield. Yordnov, Bonev, Historov on the wings and through the middle. And Zhivkov is going to play up top. Zhivkov has 23 goals this season. Pretty goddamn incredible is that. So hope he can get some more in this one. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready to kick off in this game. And it's not going to be an easy one. Like I say, they're fourth in the table. And they've been trying to chase down those playoff positions. As you can see, fourth on 45 points with 2 games to go. It's not possible for them, but they were trying their hardest to get there. So yeah, it's not going to be easy, basically. But it's been a hell of a season for Litex. It's been a hell of a first season for us, and I'm looking forward to testing us in the league above next season as we do go 1-0 down. Tenev with the goal for PFK, and that isn't what we wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pretty even game inside the first 15 minutes, but we find ourselves on the receiving end of a very good free kick, and that has somehow managed to go all the way in. Have you seen a stranger goal scored on Football Manager? That was in the middle of the midfield. He's bent a ball in and the keeper completely misjudges it, and it's 1-1. That has got to be one of the strangest goals I've ever seen. It really, really has. But Dimitrov will take it. It's a goal. And it's drawn us level very, very quickly after we went 1-0 down. Nearly half hour gone in this first half, and it's going to plan somewhat at the moment. I think I am going to demand a little more out of the team, see if we can push forward. I'm not going to, basically overextend. There's no need. I don't want players to be getting injured at the end of the season and then be bad long-term injuries going into next year. We've secured the league. It is what it is. And, the top 3 are pretty much dead set now. That's a really good free kick in. Another header. It's over the bar. Pretty poor defending, it does have to be said, from us in this first half, though. Again, not the strongest defence, in my opinion, that we probably should be putting out. Centre-back is definitely a position we need to look at. I'm going to say, I wanted to kind of say that I'm not really too happy, and it might give them a little bit of a kick up the bum to do a bit more in the second half. Historov is the one I'm looking at potentially changing in a forward area, and Petrov at the back isn't having the strongest of games either. So Yeah, it's a funny old game, isn't it? Football at the end of the day, anyway. But these are two teams that have been going very, very well, so it was always going to be a good game. Histrov puts him in, and that's going to stand. To me, it looked a little bit offside. I'm going to be honest with them, but Zhivkov, with his 24th of the season, puts Litex in front. Absolutely magical, magical stuff. If he looks for the throw-in, I was going to say there were options there. Bonev tried to go past his man. It's back to Yordnev, Dimitrov, and that is going to be 3-1, and it's Histrov who I was going to bring off. I was going to pull him off, but he has scored. It's 3-1, and we are dominating the second half. It does have to be said. 60 minutes gone, and yeah, just very, very good stuff. I can't complain. I really, really can't complain. It's been a top performance. It's been a top season. It does have to be said. We didn't make too many additions to this football team. There was a few players here that really just came up absolute gems. It does have to be said. I brought a right back in. I bought an attacking mid in, and they've done amazing stuff, and that's his 25th, and it's 4-1, and this was honestly, early doors in this game, it looked like we were going to struggle through it, but anything but, my friends, absolutely anything but. I kind of want to give some players some game time, so Histrov is going to come off to Toykov, and Nikolov is going to come on for Bonev as well. Let's give a couple of wingers a go, as there is only 20-odd minutes to go in the game, and I would hope we've secured victory here. Very much just taken advantage in the second half. That's a good piece of play, though, from our opposition. Nipping in to nick the ball there as they do come forward now. Nothing silly. Just mark your man. Ilev with way too much room. And that's a really well-headed goal from Kazakov. Questionable defending once again. It's been one of those seasons. We haven't actually kept a huge amount of clean sheets. We did when Carlos Kameni first came in. I think he didn't concede for his first 9 games or something, but since then kind of dried up of the clean sheets. The defending's gone a bit wayward, but we're an attacking football team, and so we just make the most of that side of the ball. And what an effort that is. Saved by the keeper over the bar. We're going to get a corner. And with 7 minutes plus injury time to go, not long to wait until we lift the trophy. The Vitora Liga, the second division in Bulgaria. No, I'm not going to do that because he isn't a centre-back. And yeah, we're into added on time, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful result. There's 4-2 winners on the day. And as you can see, it is the trophy ceremony, my friends. We get to watch us lift the title, and this is, I have to say, far, far better than what we used to watch last season. It's actually like a proper piece of work, isn't it, by the guys at SI? But yeah, beautiful. As you will see, the captain lifts the trophy, and we are the champions this year. Next season, it gets a whole lot harder as we have to try to not get relegated from the top division. But it has been a quite wonderful season. So like I say, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pop off, play the Minyor game, and then once it's done, I'll come back, show you what happened in that, and then we will talk about how this season played out. I'll be back in a jiff. Okay, my friends, so the season is over. We will take a look at some stuff in a moment, but this here is completely brand new. Now, if you're wondering where the camera's gone, I turn it off usually for this bit because I like you to see the whole screen. But this here, the season review thing, is completely new. So let's get a moving as we review the end of the season. Here are all of the sort of players that were added by yours truly this season. As you can see, the most successful was definitely Racim. Kameni did really well after coming in as well. Tutoyakov really was sort of an impact player off the bench. Very annoyed with him, I'm going to be honest with you, the last game. Histrov come in the sort of late window. He did all right, as did Borislav Nikolov, who didn't do too bad either. But Racim definitely has to go down as the key player. This season's results. This is kind of out the season when every single result will be seen here. It was a slow start to the season. It does have to be said, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, sort of draws, losses, a few wins thrown in there early doors. There was that big defeat to Habar early on, and Strumskog scar. But we went on some incredible runs of football from sort of like the November period onwards. As you can see, lots of wins, draws. It was very, very good until we got to the last day of the season where we were defeated by 3-1 by Mignon. We did go down to 10 men. It was a pretty poor showing, and it ended a 17-game run without defeat. As you can see, we obviously finished first. 3% of our attendance was achieved this season, which is not acceptable in my opinion. Radoslav Zhivkov ended up being the competition's top goal scorer with 26 goals. Really, really good stuff from him. 20 wins, 6 draws, 4 defeats, and a massively positive goal difference. 66 points on the board secures you the title this season. Sozopol go down, Sportive Svog go down, Habar, they're promoted with us, and Septembri Sofia go into a playoff with the team that finished bottom of the league above us. So yeah, pretty good stuff. As far as the Kupa na Bulgaria is concerned, you all know we got to the second round. We did the unthinkable in knocking Ludogorets out though this season. That in itself was a minor victory, it does have to be said. Moments to remember. Biggest win of the season was the 5-0 against Neftashimik. Zhivk with 4 goals in that game and Nikolov with the other. Match to remember was, of course, the 2-1 against Ludogorets, where we knocked them out of the cup. Racine with a couple of penalties. Very, very good stuff. And the goal of the season goes to Racine. Top draw goal from the attacking midfielder, Racine, who hits a powerful 25-yard effort. I'm wondering if there's a way we can watch that. I'm not sure there is, based on the fact that there's nothing here for me to be able to click. Finances. This is how the finances end up at the end of the season. Our sponsorship, broadcast, corporate facilities, prize money, all this sort of stuff is all kind of covered for you. Feel free, my friends, to kind of take all this in. Should you wish, you can pause it. These are the shirts that sold the most this year. No real surprise, to be honest. They're all complete and utter staples in the team all season long. And yeah, I'm very, very happy. And how you lined up. This is how the team basically played for the majority of the season. The 4-2-3-1 was an absolute gem. As you can see, Racine, Bonev, Zhivkov, Dimitrov and Nikolov at the back were the key performers for us. And I think we do have to throw Carlos Kameni in there as well, because he came in the late window, he made 16 appearances and really did help shore us up at the back. Ivanov early on in the season was spectacular, kind of dropped off a little bit towards the end, but a very, very good lineup and a very good time of it this year. As far as the accolades are concerned, Managers Awards. I obviously, did I win something? Manager Awards? I must have won maybe like Manager of the Season or something. I'm not sure. It's not exactly too clear from that. Player Awards, you will see Fans Player of the Season has gone to Bakir Racine. No real surprise there. I'm sure we can all agree. Radoslav Zhivkov has got Young Player of the Season. Signing of the Season goes to Racine as well, and Goal of the Season goes to Racine. Top goal scorer, Zhivkov with 26. Most assists is Racine with 12. Zhivkov got most player of the matches with 9. That's not bad. 9 player of the matches from 30 games, and Racine finishes with the highest average rating. No competition awards. Record breakers. Zhivkov's 26 goals are the most overall goals by a player in a season for Litex. Most goals by a player in a season, Zhivkov again. Most goals in a game, 4. Most goals in a league game. Most clean sheets in a season goes to Kameni. Zhivkov again with most player of the seasons. Worst discipline goes to Ivan Ivanov with 7 yellows and a red. Not really something I want to be looking at. And the oldest player, Carlos Kameni, 37 years of age. Highest transfer fee was for that of Nikolov, 3.5k that we paid. Radoslav Zhivkov got fastest goal of the season, minute 50 seconds. Andrei Yordanev, 18 years of age, was our youngest goal scorer. Oldest goal scorer was that of Plamen Nikolov, the captain, the man that got to lift the trophy at the end of the season. And history in the making. Your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch. Such a feat didn't go unrewarded at the end of the season, as we obviously clinched our berth into the next league. Came along better than anyone would have expected, and carried that mid-season form all the way to gaining promotion. And we will finish this, my friends, as we come to this screen here. So yeah, this is kind of like our season review. I actually quite like that a lot. I used to have to do all of that stuff on my own, and instead it's kind of done it for me. Club vision expectations. So this is looking forward to next year, so I guess we should take a look at this. Develop young players using the youth system. Yep, it's all good. Sign under 23s, sign Bulgarian players, play defensively solid football. Not something I'm actually all that good at. I'm going to be honest with you. I am more of an attacking manager, but we will see what we can do. Play possession football, play high tempo football. They obviously want us to work within the wage budget because money is a bit scarce at the football club. Fight bravely against relegation next season. As you can see, our contract does expire next year because we only signed that 1 year extension, but we will accept those that vision because it's all within the thinking that how I see it. These are the squad dynamics. We'll take a look at that in a moment. End of season meeting, so we will discuss our plans with the team. Which one do I want to go with? You come back mid-table. We've done brilliantly to go up, but we all know we're in for a tough season. Fight as hard as possible against relegation. I think that's the wisest one to go with. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was up for. Once you return from your promises, I know. We'll do it when they come back, I think. Thanks everyone for such a good season. Lovely old job, and our rapport with our players is building. New season team report. So these are the wants that we clearly need in our squad. This is all stuff for me to kind of go through. There's lots of things in here like strength and finishing and all these sorts of stuff, but I do think we've got some good players. I really, really do think we've got some good players that we can build the team around. I think Zhivkov, Racine are definitely two players that we can build this team around. We definitely need to make this defence younger because it is an aging unit and it probably does need to be a bit better. But I'm pretty happy with the team. It does have to be said. These were the injuries for the season. You will see lots of injuries kind of picked up, but no real surprise inside this first season with the facilities that we've got, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, just so I can show you that last day of the season result, it was a 3-1 defeat. They were 1-0 to the good, then to Toykov, picked up a couple of yellows, got sent off. They were cruising. Zhivkov did score a very, very good goal, but it was over the minute that man got sent off, especially as we had to rotate ever so slightly. The last thing I kind of want to do, one of the last things I want to do is just take a very quick look at the team just to see who else was doing stuff. We've seen who has scored the most goals and whatnot, but you'll see that Dimitrov actually made the most appearances this season, so that's quite interesting. Goals-wise, the closest person to Zhivkov at the top was that of Racine, who, let's be honest, double figures, in both assists and goals is a very incredible return for any attacking midfielder, and he's stepped up to become a bit of a legend of the football club. And I think we have to tip our hat to Bonev as well. His 7 average rating isn't the highest, but very impressive from 28 games to get 7 goals and 6 assists. And speaking of assists, Oleg Dimitrov was the closest to Racine with 8 assists. So yeah, very good stuff. They're very impressed with the centre midfield area of the team, and it's probably something that we can probably skip over. Now, as far as the team is concerned, what are our wants? What are our needs? What do we have to look at going into next season? Now, for one, I think that the fullback area is one that we have massive need in. I think we need a fullback for either side. We definitely need to have a look at some centre-backs, and we definitely need to have a look at a proper backup striker and potentially sort of a winger and centre midfielder should they become available. But I am going to be concentrating heavily on the defence. I feel like the attacking side of the game, we're pretty good. I know we're going up into a harder division, but we scored plenty of goals and we do put our attacks together very, very well. So we need to concentrate on that defence, in my opinion. Carlos Kameni, is he going to be able to do it in the next division? He is getting older. I know he came in on a free transfer. We've got him here for next year. Should we need to use him? We'll wait and see, basically, what he's going to be able to achieve. But I'm interested. I'm just really interested to see what this team can do. As far as the loan players are concerned, I'm not sure if any of them will return next season. We will wait and see. I will kind of go away and I will take a look at what they achieved this year. And then we'll just have to wait and see. As far as transfers are concerned, we do have some transfers already lined up. We've got Gurginov, who is going out of the football club. He's going to be joining Itar. But we do have Marian Kusev, who is a centre-back, but he's more one for the future than he is for right now. He's joining us on a free transfer. So yeah, it'll probably be more a squad in depth, that player. But we do have a couple of players already worked out. But yeah, as far as the rest of the team's concerned, lots of work to do. Finances, they're not amazing, but they're not that bad either. We're at least not in the red anymore. We have made a little bit of money, and we do have a bit of transfer budget and wage budget to play with. I'm going to be looking at loans and free signings once again. I think that's going to be the smartest thing to do this season. But we don't need to look at any of the competition screens or any of this sort of stuff really, because we've done all that with season review. The last thing I do want to look at is, of course, the manager's screen and statistics, ladies and gentlemen. As you will see in that bottom right-hand corner, 33 games played, 22 wins, 6 draws, and only 5 defeats. Very, very good stuff inside our first year. A lot of goals scored, 60 plus goals scored, 28 conceded, and 66% win percentage. And as you can see, we're known for playing possession-based style of football and wanting a high-tempo pressing game. Two of the things that I do like a lot. Route 1 is a bit strange to me because I don't think we are that Route 1. But yeah, we've come a long way from the early days, haven't we? And as you can see, we do speak some basic Bulgarian as well. So I guess I should start doing that a bit more, shouldn't I, really, for you all? But yeah, probably not, because you won't understand a word I'm saying. But yeah, a very, very good season. I've very much enjoyed it, everybody. History. We take a quick look at this. Feel free to pause. You can take a very good look at this. You can get a bit more of an an in-depth look at how all this stuff is working out. I'm not sure if there is an award for the manager and if we're going to get it. If we do, I'll obviously bring it to your attention next episode. And next episode, my friends, is going to be the very first game of the brand new season when we go up to the next league. Yes, we go up to the FBet League. And this season, how did this finish? Let's just take a very quick look before we move on. Ludogorets won it. There's lots of phases you will see. There's a championship phase, a relegation stage, and a second stage. I think it's just where you finish in the league, and then there's like a European playoff. So yeah, this is obviously how you sort of qualify for certain things. But yeah, Ludogorets have won it, and they've won it for God knows how many years. Litex were actually the last team to win this since Ludogorets went on this ridiculous run back in 2010-2011. Can we be the team to break that Ludogorets dominance once again? And so there you have it, my friends. We're done and dusted for another episode of Project Black Sea, my friends. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Season 1 is in the books. Season 2 comes up next time out, and that'll probably be with you at the weekend on Saturday. Obviously, lots to do, players to look at, preparations to get in place. But we will be back with a brand new episode real soon. Before I leave, apologies for the lack of uploads on the channel. I did put a little update out on the community page on the Discord. Feel free to go and give that a read. It kind of tells you why I've not been doing too much. But basically, it's just one of those things. I've not really been feeling up to making videos. This one was just in the mood, and I've really enjoyed this. And I do just need to get myself back into the routine, I think, my friends. But I am off ski. Drop me likes. Drop me all that good stuff, comment below, subscribe if you're new, just help a brother out. Check out the description box as well, you'll find links to things like my socials, Discord, get involved, become a bigger part of the community. But my friends, until next time, stay humble, stay safe, saluting you all. I'll see ya